Hey, what up? What up? What up? What up, people? It's your boy Jake, Pull Talk Live. Now, this is pretty much. I'm just winging this, freestyling this right now. And, it's a lot going on in this sector, and I don't really care about it. It's a lot going on in this sector, whatever sector y'all want to call it. I really don't care about it, man. That's why I just sit back and just listen. I'm not really hearing nothing though. I'm sitting back listening, but I'm hearing nothing. But what I want to talk about is now is this. When y'all sitting back carrying on in this sector, it's got big things going on right now. There's bigger things in the world going on right now. And running around here, monkeypox and COVID and anything else going on. But I could care less about who's beefing in the sector. I could care less about who's arguing in this sector. It's a bunch of grown people, man. I care less about that. I ain't with all that. What I want to talk about is this. Now, we all know about the shooting in Buffalo, right? A couple weeks ago. 18-year-old white boy, white kid, go out there and shot down all these black folks in the store. Now, as of today, we just got another shooting. 14 kids was killed and one teacher dead at an elementary school in Texas. Y'all go all look it up, man. But see, that wouldn't even sit right on y'all table because y'all don't want to hear stuff like this. Y'all don't want to hear stuff like this. If if ain't nobody up here beefing, y'all ain't gonna tune it. But I could care less, and I could give a damn if y'all tuning this. I'm just gonna speak what I feel right now. You got an 18-year-old boy, white, Hispanic, white, whatever they want to call it. Salvador Romas went to an elementary school with a handgun. They don't know if he had a shotgun, but he walked into an elementary school at around 12 o'clock, 12:30, and shot 14 babies. An elementary school and shot 14 kids and one teacher in Texas. 14 kids, man. How y'all feel about that? Put all the beef into the side. Put all the name calling to the side. Because, see, this ain't the channel for that. This ain't the live for that. This ain't the live for that, man. So if you plan on coming up here with all that, nah, we ain't doing all that. I'm only going to be here for a little minute. I got to go outside and do these. I got to change a brake caliber in the car. But put all that garbage to the side, what's going on now in this sector. Whatever y'all want to call it. Yeah, 14 babies were shot down. 14 babies. 14 kids. You know how that feel when you go into an elementary school and it's a lot of ruckus. Kids running around. Kids are playing, jumping, screaming, playing ball, touching each other. I mean, they all over the place. And you got an 18-year-old boy walks up in his school and killed 14 kids, man. 14 babies. Do that set right in your mind right now? Or y'all not feeling this, man? Is that setting in your mind right now? Y'all not feeling this? 14 kids in Texas? This the same state that made it easy for anybody to get a gun. This the same damn state that made it easy for me and you to go get a gun. Now, see, in the state of Pennsylvania, I had to go to the sheriff department to get a concealed license to carry. Oh, yes, the state I live in, I had to get a concealed license to carry a firearm. I had to put all of my business out there. So if you want to talk about doxing, I dox myself with the sheriff department in the state of Pennsylvania. I end up doxing myself so I can get a carry to conceal. So I could walk around in Walmart, Target, any stores. I could jump out on you with a gun on my side because I have a carry to conceal weapon in the state of Pennsylvania. The state of Texas made it easy for you don't need no concealed license. Walk up in the store, buy it. 18, kid go to a school, shoot up 14 kids. What up, Nate? What's going on, Nate the Great? Kid walk up in the school, shoot 14 kids and one teacher, 18 years old. But they saying that the kid deceased, they end up killing him. One up to responding officers end up shooting this little kid. shooting the 18-year-old kid dead. I don't know if it was two active shooters or one active shooter, but they ended up shooting on the active shooter. They got him in custody. He's dead, whatever. You gotta ask yourself, man, is it safe to send your kids to school? Because you can't go to the supermarket. They shoot up the supermarket. Now you got kids, babies, man. Your kids and my kids going to school to get shot down by a young kid, 18 years old. Now you got to ask, what was on his mind? What kind of trouble background he had? How much? What kind of hate that he had to come to a school? Hey, Virginia, thanks for showing up. What kind of hate that he had to come to a school? You know, what up, fitness going on with you, bro? To come to a school in Texas. What up, Paul? In Texas and shoot up a school with 14 babies, man. This happened between 12 o'clock and 1 o'clock. But see, we don't care about stories like this, but I do. I'm not going to come on here banging. I'm not doing none of that. This ain't the sector. This ain't the page for that. This ain't the page for that, man. Because now, like a lot of us, we send our kids to school to get education. We talking about an elementary school. We're not talking about high school. We talking about an elementary school. It's in college. It's an elementary school when your kids go to get a higher learning. When your kids come home and proud to know that they learned a lesson today. You ask your kid, you sit your kids down and say, how was your class? How was your day today, Johnny? How was your day today, Maria? Did you learn something today? Was you active in school? Was you raising your hand? Was you being responsible? Were you being active in the class? Can you imagine you have to run to a school to go check on your kids that this right now, they got seven elementary schools in that district on lockdown. Now, mind you, earlier, my boy called me up and told me, and his kids go to school in Irvington, New Jersey. He called me a little while ago and told me his kid's mother active right now. She's tripping right now because a young kid brought a gun to school. What up, DC 33? A young kid brought a kid to school in Irvington, New Jersey. That ain't make the news. That ain't make the news. A young kid in Irvington, New Jersey, brought a gun to school to a junior high school. So they end up locking down the school. So now the parents can't go in because they ain't letting the kids come out. And this is in Irvington, New Jersey. What just happened ain't no white supremacist. But if you read the article, you go look up the population of Uvalde, Texas. Uvalde, Texas. Look up the population. Look up the demographics, right? The population demographic of the area. They say Hispanic, white Hispanic, 68%, 34% blacks, and I think 15% Asians. They found the kid car abandoned. He was able to come through the back door of the school. Yeah, Chancellor Avenue. He was able to come to the back end. It's not the high school in Chancellor, early school. He was able to come to the back of the school, and it should hurt me even saying it, bro. When I heard this story about 30 minutes ago, I had tears in my eyes because my daughter just graduated from college 2 weeks ago. My daughter just graduated from college 2 weeks ago, man. I was so proud to be there. So can you imagine a parent have to bury a baby? Can you imagine some shit like this? Yeah, he killed his grandmother first. You see what I'm saying? Can you imagine this, man? Can you imagine going to a school? They got a school locked down, and you can't even see your kids. Now they gotta identify your kids through name tags and pictures to see if your kid was the child that got murdered. 14 kids, man. That's 14 babies, man. That's 14 babies that ain't coming home. That's 14 babies that ain't going to eat dinner tonight. 14 babies that school was almost done in Texas. I don't really know what time they get out, but I know in Jersey, school's out June 23rd, June 24th. Got one more month, so I don't know if Texas was ending this month. But can you imagine your babies ain't coming home, man? Can you imagine that? But it's crazy. Hey, what's going on, Stacey? Hey, salute to your child going to college, Stacey. Salute to that. You know, it's crazy, man. But we so busy on here tearing each other down, but not even caring about the babies, man. Not even caring about the babies, man. That's 14 babies, man. 14 kids. Have you ever been to an elementary school lately? Have you ever dropped your kids off lately and see these kids interact with each other? It ain't about race, it ain't about color, it ain't about style, sneakers, clothes, it ain't about none of that shit. Everything as adults that we worry about, kids could care less about that, man. Kids can care less about that. But we worried about everything else, man. We worried about how each other look. We worried about how each other act and respond, text messages on the internet, comment section. Or you said this and you said this. I'm gonna dox you, I'm gonna beef with you, man. Kids don't worry about that. Kids don't worry about none of that. Well, we do. We find a way to tear each other down, but kids don't worry about that, man. I have a 13-year-old son. My son don't go to school worrying about my son is straight nerd, very smart. He's a genius. He don't go to school worrying about none of that. None of that. None of that. Sad, man. This is sad. None. There's no hate, man. Innocent souls taken by a young Hispanic male. Taken by a young Hispanic male, 18 years old. 18 years old need to be outside or working or being productive in his life. But he take a gun to an elementary school, which Texas made it real easy for people to get guns. Texas made it that one of the easiest states to get guns in Texas right now. Now, this shit came back to bite Texas in the ass. Because if this don't wake Texas up, I don't know what will, man. You're giving out guns without giving them a psych test. When I went and got a carry to conceal, no, I brought a gun at first, but I knew I had to go get paperwork. So when I went to the sheriff department to get his carry conceal, I walked upstairs on I think it was like the fifth, sixth floor, and I'm standing up there with a bunch of sheriff officers, and I had to dox my own self, get my own information out. I walked out there the same day with a carry to conceal. Now I can walk around. But at the end of the day, that didn't make me feel like a big man because I was able to carry a gun now. Nah. It just made me aware to protect myself and protect my home. But did it make me feel larger in life? No, it made me feel larger in life to walk around here with a gun. Most of the time, I put the gun in the glove compartment because I hate to have a gun on my side. I don't even like guns like that. But I ended up having to do what I had to do to protect my home, protect what's mine. But for you to give these guns to these children, have an 18-year-old boy walk into a place to get a gun, even if he got it from near, got off the street. But Texas made it real easy for you to get a gun. Now, this kid walked to the school. Nobody expected for this kid to shoot the school up. He probably walked past the cops and everybody, oh, this little kid right there. This ain't even a race thing. I'm not going to play I'm not going to play the white card. I'm not going to play the black card. I'm not going to play the race card. I'm not going to do that on here right now. We're not going to play the race card right now. Not doing that. But this came back to bite Texas in his ass. Yeah, I stay strapped too. Yeah, I do too, man. I ain't gonna put the number up here, but I do stay strapped, bro. But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna play the race card on this one right here. Because I don't know what was on this young kid's mind to be 18 years old to go to an elementary school full of babies. Full of babies. And kill 14 innocent kids, man. Take 14 innocent kids' life. For what? For what? For what? For what? We would never know. Mm-hmm. Yeah. For what? We would never know. We would never know, man. If you don't think this is a sad day in history, man, because I live in Pennsylvania, man. Them kids in Texas, I'm telling you something. I damn near had tears in my eyes just reading the story, man. I'm going to the demographics. It's just pulling up, pulling up, pulling up. I'm going to the population, just pulling up, pulling up, pulling up. It's just pulling up, man. It's these are babies, man. First I read that it was only 2, then now it's 14. Now it's going to get to the point where you're going to take your kid to school armed because you got states like New Jersey don't even permit you to have a gun. If you come up the northeast quarter, anything after Delaware, New Jersey, New York, Maine, the New England states, Rhode Island, all the way up the coastline from Jersey all the way, don't even permit you to have a gun, man. The same incident with the kid in Sandy Hook that shot the kids in the elementary school up there in Connecticut, man. This is crazy. We're gonna see a whole lot more of this. This is sad, man. It's sad. You're gonna definitely see a whole lot more of this right now. Yeah, he's dead now. We would never know why. We wouldn't know why. But I bet you this: the feds at his house right now. The feds at his house right now, digging through everything. But damn him, we would never know what these kids would have been able to accomplish in life. We would never know. CEOs, stock markets, we would never know. Could have been just the babies right now is our future. I don't care. Like I said, I don't care what race. I'm not, the kids right now is our future. So what we got right now. As adults, we running around here like a bunch of idiots half the time, just going ape shit over each other. Over what? Over what? We out here right now just dogging each other right now. We dogging each other right now for what? You get some time, man. If you got babies at home, man, call your kids, man. Call your kids. Call your kids, man. Call your nieces, your nephews. If you got family in Texas, call them up, man. I got family in Texas also. I'll call my cousin in a minute. But it don't make no sense, man. Yeah. Oh, they going through everything right now. They going through everything right now. It's sad, man. It's sad. These are babies. You take the life of innocent children, man, that you just take a whole future away. You take a whole generation away. A whole generation of what? They found this car abandoned sitting on the side. Don't make no damn sense, man. It don't. Yeah, I know. I know, man. It don't make a DC 33, man. Dogging each other views and likes. It don't make no sense, man. It really don't make no sense. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I don't entertain it. I don't really be trying to. No, that's why you don't be seeing me popping up. I pop up, salute, what up, what's going on? That's it, man. I'm not doing all that, man. If you sitting up on a live and you speaking so much hatred, man, I don't care who you speaking hatred on. I don't care who you talking about. I'm not sitting there for that, man. I'm sorry, I'm not sitting there for that. I'm just not doing it, man. I'm too old to pick a side. You see what I'm saying? I'm too old to pick a side. I'll be 50 years old this month. No, September, I'll be 50 years old in September. I'm too old to be picking a side, man. I'm too old to be sitting up here saying who doing this, who doing that. I'm going to go on this panel. Nah, you should be able to move the way you want to move in life. That's what these kids was doing. We acting like kids on here. The kids was moving like that. They was enjoying life, about to get out of school, about to move to a higher grade. But on YouTube, because of what's going on now, you act like you moving to a higher pedestal. But you got people sitting back watching all this madness. What I do when it get crazy in the sector, I go to Sadnetta page. When they get crazy in the sector, I go right to Sadnetta. I sit in Sadnetta all day. I be in Sadnetta now like 2 hours a night now. Sadnetta go live. I'm over there, man. What up? What up? What up, A-Train? Yeah, I can't entertain it, man. When Sadnetta go live, I'm in Sadnetta chat, man. Because Sadnetta right now, it's a different vibe with Sadnetta. A lot of people don't like Sadnetta, but it's a different vibe. I can learn something over there. I can't learn nothing with everybody beefing. Can't learn nothing, man. I don't hear nobody talking about teaching the babies. I don't hear nobody, dragging each other, but I don't hear nobody talking about offering goes to young women, helping young women, helping young men. I don't hear none of that. All I hear is just dragging each other, man. And I'm not supporting it. I'm just not. I'm not. I'm not picking no side on here, but I'm not supporting none of it. I'm not supporting it, man. I'm not supporting it. I'm not putting my face in nobody live. That's all you're gonna do is tear each other down, man. That's all you're gonna do. We all 40 plus, 30 plus, some 20 plus. Anything under 18 is for the kids. And we sitting up here tearing each other lives down for what, man? When you got baby, innocent children out here, lives being taken away. And all we can do is get up on here for views and likes and tear each other down, man. If you're gonna do views and likes, go watch the news article of the babies. Go get that some views and likes. If you're gonna watch anything for views and likes, go over there and support the 14 babies that got killed, man. Go over there and give your views, give your comments, man. Go call your kids, do whatever you got to do, man. Do whatever you got to do. But the rest of this is terrible on here, man. It's terrible, man. And y'all don't see that shit? Y'all don't see that? On both sides. I don't care who it is. Y'all don't see that? I could care less who did what in the sector. Honestly, I really care less. Who did doing all this extra stuff over here? How many records this guy? Who doxing whom? I can care less. When they dox me and put my name in the comments, I salute them. I didn't make a video. I didn't accuse nobody of doing it. I didn't make a video. I didn't leave a comment. I didn't get on a live and go, hey, I could care less if you dock my name. I could care less about that. I care less about that. What I care about is what y'all don't care about. My daughter graduated from college. I cared about that. She graduated from college, got a degree in journalism. That's what I care about. That's what I care about, man. I care about anything else. I don't care about the rest of this stuff in this and whatever y'all call it, man. I don't draw a line with none of y'all. I'm cool with all of y'all in this sector, man. I'm not drawing no line, man. I'm not drawing no line with nobody. I'm not, but certain people I don't mess with because they just highly too disrespectful. So if you very disrespectful and all you do is run your mouth and you just talking the way you talk, or you got charges on kids, I don't entertain it. I'm not messing with it. I'm not popping up in your chat. I'm not coming in your comments. If you got charges on kids, you got domestic violence on women, I'm not entertaining you. I'm not entertaining you because at the end of the day, I understand some mothers are terrible, but you have great mothers. Let's get that out the way. You do have great mothers. You got mothers that stick by their kids, that raise their kids, support their kids. Regardless, look, let's check. Listen to this. Being a parent is the hardest thing anybody can do. That's a job of its own. Being a parent don't come with instructions. You do as you please as it come, right? So being a parent is the hardest thing anybody can do, especially if you're a single mother. Especially if you're a single mother, it's a hard thing to do. It's not easy being a mom. It's not easy being a pops. It's not easy being a dad. It's not easy. It's not easy raising kids that want to do what they want to do. They want to move, they want to move. It's not easy keeping your kids sheltered from the world. And then when they get one foot out that door, they're going to go ape shit. We all know that. It's not easy, man. But we do the best of it. We make the best of it. It's not, man. It's not easy running around here and separating with the moms and, divorce court and child support and all of that. That's not easy, man, but we make the best of it. We live with it. You deal with it. It's what men and women do. You deal with it. But if you mentally disturbed and you got kids at home listening to that, them kids is going to think and act like the mother and father do. If you got two parents in the home and they going ape shit all the time, know what they going to do? The kids going to do what the parents do. The kids are definitely going to do what the parents going to do. So now you put your kids outside, they're going to run crazy, man. They're going to do exactly what you showed them in the household, man. So whatever this young man was on his mind to get a gun, to take a gun, right? Mind to take a gun and run out in the streets and do what he did. I don't care what nobody say. If this ain't hit home, I don't know what hit, man. These is 14 babies, man. These ain't adults. I don't wish this on nobody, especially kids, man. These are innocent babies running through the hallways, running to their lockers. They was running in fear, man. The rest of the kids in that school would never forget this day, man. Them kids was in school running in fear. Running in fear. Gunshots. Bodies dropping all over them. Screaming and yelling. Book bags, pens, all types. It's you can visualize. You can visualize this. And them kids was running in fear, man. If you're gonna talk about something tonight, I challenge you to talk about this on your channel. This is everybody in this sector that's just tearing each other apart right now, right? Everybody in this sector that's tearing each other apart right now, I challenge you to talk about this. We need to get the word out. We need to get this out there so people can understand what's going on, man. Because if our children can get it, then what we got left? Then what the hell we got left if our children can get it? Kids getting gunned down by kids. This boy was only 18 years old. The boy in Buffalo was 18 years old. 18. The kid in Philly was 15. This a young man in Philly a couple years ago. His mother was a school teacher. Hit in the head with a baseball bat. Put his mother in the oven. Turned the oven on. The neighbor next door heard it. Called the cops. They came and locked the kid up. The kid said he hit his mother in the head because he was acting up in school and she took his PlayStation, put his mother body in the oven and turned the oven on. And while he was sitting in the police, when the cop asked him, know what he told the police officer? He told the police officer, when is my mommy coming to get me? I'm ready to go home now. Young black kid. It's an race thing. I'm just calling it what it is. This all we got now, right? Got to protect the kids, man. So I challenge a lot of y'all in this sector. I challenge a lot of y'all in this sector to talk about this. I don't care if you got a big panel, panel, small views, big views. I care less about views. I honestly can sit here and say that. Care less about it. Because I work every day, except Saturday and Sunday, and I do what I need to do. And I'm working on my truck, working on my car. My mind stay busy. My mind is always active. At going on 49, going on 50, my mind stay active. It don't never slow down. It'll slow down one day, but it ain't slowing down now because I'm always active. But I challenge y'all in this sector to talk about this. Oh, you just buried my parents the other day. Please pay attention. Pay attention to your kids, man. Pay attention to your kid. What up, Jiggy? Yeah, 5 minutes ago, Jiggy. You gotta pay attention to your kids, man. Whatever your young teenagers going through at home, what y'all need to do is sit y'all kids down and talk to your kid to see what's on your kids' mind. I don't care if your kids running the streets. I don't care if that because if you out there gang banging, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. If you out there gang banging and killing people, I call you a serial killer. You just as worse as a serial killer. Let's keep it 100. If you out there taking lives and you rapping about it, or you running around these streets talking about it, I call you an active serial killer. You need to sit down and talk to your kids, man. Oh, you buried your daughter. My apologies. You buried. Oh man, sorry to hear that, bro. Sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, sorry to hear that, bro. My apologies, man. A-Train, you buried your daughter, man. Sorry to hear that, bro. It don't make no sense, man. You need to talk to your kids, man. Because all we got left is our kids, the future. If y'all don't know that yet, y'all don't know that yet, you start shooting up kids. Then what we got left? It's gonna turn everybody into savages, gonna do a purge. Don't make no sense, man. Don't make no sense. Don't make no sense, man. Don't make no sense, man. And I pray for your daughter, brother. It don't make no sense, man. So, like I said, I'm about to get off this live. I only came on here just to put the awareness out there. So, what I'm about to do, I got to go out here and do some work on the car real quick. But I challenge any one of y'all in the sector to put down the disrespect, put down the banging, put down the doxing, put down being just totally disrespectful to each other. Either y'all gonna talk about this or y'all gonna talk to your kids, man. Talk to your kids, spend time with your kids, man. Because if we could get 14 babies to get shot down in an elementary school and rob elementary school in Texas, then this can happen anywhere else, bro. This can happen anywhere else. All right? So talk to your kids, man. I'm out here, man. I appreciate all y'all for coming through today. I just had to put that out there. Paul Ramirez, Wax Dog, Salute Wax, DC 33, Queen Regina, Jiggy, Stacy. Congratulations, your son going to college. You know, it's sad, man. It's sad, man. And I'm gonna get up out of here because I gotta go outside and work real quick, man. But salute to all y'all for coming through. I appreciate y'all, man. And like I said, put down the disrespect, put down the banging, put down the name calling. Talk about this on your live. Bring awareness to this, man, and talk to your kids. So we all have babies. We all got kids. Talk to your kids, man. I know sometimes it can be hard to talk to the young teenage girls and young teenage male adolescents, and you know it can be hard sometimes, man. But talk to your kids, man. All right. Salute. One love. I'm out of here, man. Thanks for coming through.